Caspase antibodies are substances that serve important roles in the body's disease-fighting capabilities. They work to terminate unneeded cells and are created by cells in the immune system. The antibodies also help white blood cells reach full capability. A minimum of 12 caspase antibody types exist in the human body. All the proteins that make up antibodies owe their origin to white blood cells. Every antibody is equipped with parts that allow it to bind to and destroy invading bacteria or other harmful substances. In the case of caspase antibodies, the substances may bind to each other or to other proteins within a cell. Once binding occurs, the antibodies activate certain responses such as apoptosis, the process by which a harmful or unnecessary cell self-destructs, or growth. Some types help break down substances in cells and thus facilitate programmed cell death. The antibodies that actually complete this process are caspase 3, caspase 6, and caspase 7. 4 other subtypes, caspase 2, caspase 8, caspase 9, and caspase 10, are responsible for activating the cell-killing caspase antibodies. Unlike sudden bodily injuries that cause a harmful cell death called necrosis, the cell death associated with caspase antibodies is usually beneficial. Apoptosis begins early in one's development and assists many processes like finger separation. In addition, many cell types have a certain life cycle. For every day of a human's life, cell death occurs. Without this needed process, cells would proliferate erratically and abundantly and create conditions for harmful diseases. When caspase antibodies do not function properly, usually due to inhibitors like anti-apoptosis proteins or other problems, serious damage can result. As mentioned above, if the antibodies responsible for cell death fail to perform their duty, uncontrolled and abnormal cell growth may occur. This multiplication of cells may very likely lead to cancerous tumors. Further, certain disorders cause caspase antibodies to facilitate the destruction of normal cells. Such conditions are believed to play a role in Alzheimer's disease and similar ailments. White blood cells remain the body's leading combative force against disease and infection. Caspase antibodies, including numbers 1, 4, and 5, nurture these tiny substances and help them mature. Another type, caspase 14, also promotes cell development, but focuses on skin cells rather than white blood cells. Some research further indicates a connection between caspase antibodies and the development of bone cells and red blood cells.